For Mercer Island's Julie Negrin, simple things like sitting down are unbearable.
My quality of life is terrible.
She writes her final appeal to senators on her knees.
Dear senators, if you pass this bill, I will protest it by ending my medical treatment, which will lead to my death.
This is Negrin's ultimate protest. She posted it to Facebook last week.
My life in exchange for millions.
It's spurred by recent efforts to roll back the Affordable Care Act. Unveiled last week, the revised Senate GOP bill effectively allows health insurers to charge more to people with pre-existing conditions. Negrin has a hereditary disorder that puts her at high risk for cancer. By the age of 42, she already had 4 different kinds.
They removed ovaries, uterus, most of my colon and appendix. But as one surgeon put it, they gutted me.
Now she feels gutted that attempts to repeal Obamacare have gotten this far. Negrin says she received a letter from Regents Blue Shield saying the insurer is leaving the exchange next year.
I can put myself on the line. I don't have kids, I don't have a partner, I don't have a job.
The now 45-year-old may have beaten cancer, but with her digestive system disrupted, the former nutritionist says she probably only has a year or 2 to live anyway.
At least doing this pledge puts me a little bit on the offensive. At least it makes me feel a little bit more empowered instead of crying in my parents' basement, opening letters telling me I don't have coverage anymore. So to refuse all medical treatment will mean I will be dehydrated, exhausted, low blood pressure, and in a lot of pain until my body decides it's had enough.
But her family hasn't had enough.
I didn't think they'd find out.
One of her nephews found out about her plan on Facebook, which gives her pause.
Would you do it? Would you do it? Would you really do it? And I didn't think that they would ask me that. What did you say? I said, you have to trust me.
Trust that she's making this pledge for the right reasons, and she's sacrificing one life for the lives of millions of others.
I know people don't want me to do this. I don't want to do it. And I ask if people don't want me to do it, to help.
Now, I asked Julie Negrin, are you really ready to die for this cause? And she did not hesitate for a moment before giving a very resolute yes. And Greg, she says when she says she's going to do something, she's a woman of her word and she's going to do it, and her friends know that she's not bluffing.
I would imagine since she put this up on Facebook, she's probably had quite a few comments on it. What have they been like? Yeah,
more than 100 shares, close to 100 comments as well. Anything from support, people calling her brave, saying that they know what she's been through, so they support her, to other people telling her that please go to therapy first, calling what she's doing a threat of suicide, and then other people who promise that they will write to their lawmakers, which is what Julie wants them to do.
Wants people to,
they don't want
wants to spur action.
Right, exactly. She doesn't want them to be complacent. But the most difficult thing about this, and you saw that from the interview as well, her nephew showed up in the middle of the interview, and I thought for a second, is this the way he's finding out? And he didn't. He found out through the other cousins and whatnot, and she had to sort of explain to them what was going on, but of course difficult to explain to children, and something that Julie is still grappling with as well.
One thing with Facebook friends, another with family, trying to explain to them something like this. And I know you said there's a lot more, the interview is a lot more than you have just in the story, of course.
Exactly. We have her full pledge as well as more sound bites from her on our website, king5.com.
Okay, Lili, thank you.